because teachers, move to different schools and go on leave and take maternity leave and retire as well, it is a very important process to make sure that you are keeping your user list updated. That doesn't happen automatically, but you would click on the settings button. Again, you'd need to be a Grade Expert administrator, and just click on the users tab. So this is the list of users that can log into your particular Grade Expert system, and if someone has left, all you do is highlight their name and click delete. Now the message comes up here saying you can't delete that user because they have previously entered results. So if a teacher has been added to Grade Expert but they've never saved anything in Grade Expert, then they'll just be deleted and you won't see this message. But if they have entered information previously, Grade Expert is going to say, do you want to make them inactive instead, which prevents them from logging in, which hides them from the list of available users. And if they then come back to the school in another year or another month, you can simply reactivate them. And reactivating is done like this. So let's make Austin inactive. You now come back after another 6 months and Austin's back at the school. You go back into your users tab and you click show inactive items, which is in the very bottom left corner. And when you show inactive items, you'll see a number of items come up in gray, telling us that those users have previously been made inactive. They can't log into Grade Expert, but now that they've come back to the school, if you just try add a new user, it will say no, that username already exists. So you just need to reactivate or make that user active again by clicking on their name and clicking on a cryptically named button called Make Active. And then they're back in the active mode and now they can log back into Grade Expert. So you click on the user to delete. You'll be prompted to make them inactive if they have data, and see if any of these teachers can just be deleted. No. Yep, so I just deleted Michael. It didn't prompt me because it knows that there's no data linked to that teacher. They've never entered any information. You can imagine if we delete the teacher name for information that's already been entered, we lose visibility of who put that data in and when it was put in and so on. So that's why we make them inactive instead of physically deleting them each time. Can anyone see how useful the calendar would be in Grade Expert, or are you just going to carry on using the existing systems?
How do you set it up so that an email then goes out to notify?
So that would be done in the, let's just edit that event. So you would firstly have to say an email reminder goes out for that event, but to set up emails, that's done in the settings screen. This is something we can help with as well. And you have an emails tab here. And on that email tab, you would enable notifications and then just set up your outgoing email server details, which you can get from usually the IT guys. You could even put in your email details there and it'll just use that same outgoing server. Once that's done, you can just click test or send a test email, and if that then pops up in your inbox, you know that you're good to go. The one other thing that you would need to ensure is on your list of users that you actually have email addresses against each user. That can often be imported. In fact, it might already be set up for most of you, but certainly if you're adding a new user manually, you would need to make sure their email address is in there if you're expecting them to receive emails from Grade Expert.